Hi, everybody. I think this is working. Hey, this is Janet. Zen, over here. Hello, this is Janet Wright, and I hope this live stream is working. I'm gonna look and check. If you hear me, go ahead and text hello. And while I'm waiting for hellos, I'm gonna introduce today's live stream. So this is gonna be a group energy healing for 100 people in how many different countries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In 9 different countries. Oh, hey! I'm so happy to see the hellos. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time it is for you in the part of the world you're in. And let's see. I do want to introduce. So today's going to be somewhat unique in that we're going to have 2 live streams. This one is, the other one's going to be very short. Hello, hello. But this one is going to be the standard. It's going to be the first of the 3 healings in the triplet group energy healing set. And I will be doing a group healing in this live stream for 100 people that have prepaid a very nominal fee, and they're getting the 3 healings today, Friday, and then Sunday, and then Tuesday. And the theme of these healings, it's actually a very big theme. It's like multiple themes that all complement each other. Joy, self-love, self-care, body healing, physical body healing, and also a new unannounced theme that I just told the participants a few days ago. The prepaid participants, I told them about it, but I don't think anyone else knows yet. So the unannounced extra geeky new theme that will be for this triplet set is Wei Qi Aura Healing. Wei Qi Aura Healing. And I won't be doing that healing for people that style, that new healing technique in today Friday's healing, because Friday I got to get everybody as present as possible just using the standard stuff. And then, but on Sunday and Tuesday, I will be adding the Wei Qi Aura Healing technique to these triplet set healings that I'm doing. So that the first healing today, that the first live stream that we're about to do, well, that we're doing. Hi, thank you. The first live stream we're doing right now, this is the healing, like I said, but then, and I'm going to be a little more disciplined than usual with time, so that it will be roughly an hour, 5 minutes, something like that. And then at an hour and 15 minutes after this start time, there'll be, those are my cats. Yo, be good. In an hour and 15 minutes from now, basically, there'll be a second live stream I'm doing that is not a healing. It's a demonstration, explanation of the new healing technique, Wei Qi Aura's healing. And I'll demo it. I'll explain what it is as I'm doing it. I'll do the healing on myself. I have another client that I've sort of handpicked, and she agreed, of course. She was like, yeah! So I'll do some healing on this client. I mean, you won't see her or anything, but you'll see me doing it. So I'll describe and demo what Wei Qi Aura healing is. And maybe if there's time, I'll answer 1 or 2 questions at the end of it. Otherwise, you can post, under that once it becomes a video. So that second live stream, my goal is to make it under 20 minutes. So it's a nice, short, handy, concise reference video for everybody who wants to learn Wei Qi Aura healing. Healing for your Wei Qi Auras, plural. But I will explain that then. So why should you care about that technique, that new technique? Well, I mean, if you're an energy geek, like, all this stuff is totally fun. So why not? But it's good for energy self-defense. Good for boundaries, strong boundaries with others. That's essentially like a good translation of Wei Qi energy is your strong boundaries energy. So it's really good for that. It's good for boundaries with beings, boundaries with people, just overall stress management, even body stuff, like your body like feeling better, your physical body feeling better, which I think is why the angels sort of had me folded into this triplet set. But anyway, so that's Wei Qi auras. And I will, like I said, there'll be a separate live stream after this one. And it'll be easy. Oh my God, that was Yo-Yo. It'll be easy. I'll explain at the end of this one. Then I'm gonna hang up, and we can all take a quick break to get some tea, and then anyone interested can log back on, well, can jump back on to the next live stream, which will be like I said, short and informational. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, it's okay. You can ask questions at the end, I guess, if there's time. Okay, so fun geeky data about this triplet set. The participants, they're in 9 different countries. There are 6 kids among the participants, so in case any of them ever watch with their parents, hi guys! And the ages of the kids are between ages of 5 and 16, so super cool. And then as far as internationally, where everybody is, since there are 100 people this time, which is unusual these days, that's a bit much for me. There are 74 in the UK, no, 74 in the US, 8 in the UK, 5 in Indonesia, hello, hello, 4 in Qatar, hello, hello, 4 in Canada, 2 in Australia, and 1 in each of these countries: South Korea, India, and Spain. So hi everybody. Some of you guys are asleep and you're going to be watching this video later, so that's good too. Healings work even if you're asleep. Okay. So I think that's it. I'm just going to get ready. I just want to take some notes here and there. As most of you know, I explain as I go. If you're new to me, that's totally cool. This is not like a closed group. You are very welcome to watch the live stream, even if you don't really know who I am or what I'm doing, or I do explain as I go. So even if you're not a prepaid participant that I am healing, you could heal yourself as you watch, and just take it as an interesting walkthrough video. And later, all the videos that I mention, I have over 300 small technique focused videos, and if I mention any of those as sort of complementary things that you could look into if you wanted, then later I'll post it under the live stream, the saved video of this live stream. But usually I post them pretty soon after, but this time I'll be doing that live stream about, but anyway, it'll be posted within a few hours. All the links, direct links to any video that I mention. And then also I do a summary. So if you can't watch the whole thing, within a few hours, there will be a technical summary of everything that we did in this healing in the info section. And a cute new trick that a client taught me is I will, not a lot, but I will have some time references that actually YouTube makes into a link. And so you can just click on that if you want to go to that part of the video. I didn't even know that was possible with YouTube. So like if if something cool happens at 24 minutes and 20 seconds, if you write 24:20, it becomes a link. And so you can just click on that and go to it every time. So you can use that actually for yourself. If you have a favorite part of any of my videos, if you figure out for yourself the exact, minutes and seconds, you could post a comment, and I'll eventually publish it, and so you could say my favorite part of the video is at 42:20, right? And then, or 15:20, and then later you can find your comment and just click on it, and that'll put you right to that part of the video, which is really convenient because on the phone, if you're watching YouTube on the phone, it's hard to go to an exact spot in a video, but that link will take you right there, even on the, if you're watching YouTube on the phone. So, okay, enough technical stuff. All right, I'm just gonna focus for 1 sec. I already said hi to all the participants, but I'm just gonna do it again. Okay. All right. So first, of course, always we do grounding. So big wide grounding, as wide as your whole aura. So you just create that with your intention, red or orange or yellow as a color, and just imagine like a giant waterfall that links you all the way down to the core of the earth. So it would go, I would suggest that you make this grounding as high as your third chakra. So this big red, beam of light or waterfall all the way down to the core of the earth goes all the way up to your third chakra and all the way around you, as wide as your whole aura, right? And so whoosh, just flowing downward all around you. So what I'm doing in the healing is, I'm helping other people, but when I heal myself, I do it this way too. Unless I'm cooking, then I don't use my hands for healing. But what you can do, if you want to heal yourself right now or later, just make a copy out in front of you of whatever part that you're healing. So in this moment, you'd imagine just your grounding. That big wide connection you just made, red or orange or yellow. And you use gold light that comes out of some chakras that you have. These chakras naturally generate energy all the time anyway. So you just set them with your intention that they're going to generate gold light. It's just like a vibrational setting that will control what color comes out. So you just, with your thought, make them all generate gold healing energy. Just because gold is a color that helps ease resistance, helps you let go. Okay? So your big hand chakras right here, and then fingertip chakras. That's what you're using. And you just look for any blocked energy. You just imagine any blocked energy, so you don't have to see. You can do this if you've never tried it all and you close your eyes, all you see is black, that's fine. You are great. No problem. Just with your thought, with your intention, you have the copy of your grounding out in front of you, and the gold light is finding the clogs and melting the clogs. Those clogs are energy blocks. Just chunks of energy that's not flowing. Could be little pieces of anxiety and worry. Could be little pieces of emotional baggage. You don't have to know what it is. You just melt the clogs, that's all. And it helps if you tell yourself to relax, tell yourself to let go, just kind of calm yourself. Even if you only have 3 minutes to heal yourself in a day, it does help if you kind of calm yourself for those 3 minutes. It's okay. I can let go. And now I'm going to check everybody's aura. So you can check your own aura. And just imagine, your aura is the energy field all around you, above you, below you, because your chakras generate energy, and that is what makes up your aura. So right now I'm just healing the regular auras that we've always healed, which is the aura created by your physical body chakras, which I would call your physical body aura, and the aura created by your astral body chakras, which are also along the spine, which I would call your astral body aura. So you have those two auras. I would call those your regular auras. And aura repair sounds complicated, but it is not. You just send the gold light to the ripped parts, any part that is ripped or leaking energy. And the gold light washes out the rip. And the more that rip gets washed out, the more it will grow back until it's, a nice big bubble again. So, and even if you've never healed yourself before, you can't see energy yet, doesn't matter. You've definitely felt exhaustion before. You've definitely felt the effects of needing aura repair, so you're an expert already. And you do have an aura already automatically. You already have chakras automatically, even if you didn't know. So you're perfectly qualified to do aura repair on yourself. So again, just imagine your bubble of your aura, and it might have a bunch of rips in it, and you want to heal those up, wash them out, and then they just naturally start healing back up. You don't need to do anything complicated. And just relax, keep breathing. Now, I teach aura repair, obviously. Well, maybe not obviously. If you don't know me, everything I do, I teach. I'm not trying to have some secret club where, you pay me $1 million, yada, yada, yada. I mean, yeah, I like making a living, for real. But karma is important to me. I want to teach everybody what I do so that you can heal yourself every day, so you're not like dying for my next healing. So I have aura repair videos, and I will be linking those below within a few hours. So that you can learn and practice aura repair easily. But so some people did not need aura repair, so why would I do this for them? Well, it still helps them. It helps them melt away energy blocks out of their aura, which is really important. That helps, for flow. It helps you to function a lot better. So what I'm doing right now with this motion is, and you can do it too, you just imagine like a mini version of you. So here's your head and here's your feet, and you just comb above your head and below your feet and above your head. Because it can get kind of compressed here and it can get compressed here. It meaning your aura. Hi, everybody. And up here, above your head, I mean, both are really important. Below your feet, it helps you release better. So you really want to have good flow and have your aura take up a lot of space under your feet. That way it's not like smushed up and compressed too much. So that's really important. But up here is really important above your head because that helps you to wake up more easily in the morning, whenever you wake up. It helps you because your spirit has to come through this part of your aura to get into your physical body and then into hopefully as many chakras as possible, maybe all your chakras, right? And so if this has a bunch of energy blocks and compression, it's really hard. And then you're like half in, half out. And you're like, I'm not a morning person. I need 5 coffees. But if you melt away the energy blocks here, let this expand and flow, then you go, yeah, I'm going to have a great day. I think I will have a protein breakfast. So again, I'm still combing out for people up above here, above the head. And then now chakras. It's not too early to get blocked up about the holidays already for people. I mean, in the US, we had Thanksgiving. I mean, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but many people do, or many people have relatives that do. So it's sort of this social expectation kind of vibe around Thanksgiving in the US. Thankfully, other countries don't bother with that silliness. But around Christmas or Hanukkah, there are a lot of winter holidays that different people have. Um, and that tends to bring social obligations or social expectations from people that may know you. So I'm just helping people to clear a holiday baggage. That's right. Yeah, that's funny. The angels want me to link. I have this video clearing holiday baggage. I have a really nice audio too. Yeah, I don't have time. But on my website, there's a really nice audio file. I'll talk about that below so you could go find it. But I think on my website, that one's called Holiday Birthday Detox. That's in the free meditations menu, page 3 of 3 of my website, janetwhitereadings.com. But anyway, there is a holiday baggage, clear holiday baggage video as well on YouTube. But anyway, the point is, long story short, you can just imagine your chakras out in front of you, copies, like, right? Because the actual major chakras are in along your spine and along your spirit body spine. Same thing. You have 2 different sets of chakras. You have 7 chakras that your physical body has, and then your spirit, you are a spirit. You're not your physical body. So you have your own set as well. So those sets, when you're fully present, they pop into each other. So you have 2 7th chakras, 2 6th chakras, 2 5th chakras, etc. So you can heal them all at once. Just imagine like cylinders. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open cylinders. And you just unblock them with the gold light. It's like the more you relax, the easier it is. It's really this sort of ironic thing. Like you send the gold light, but then after that, it's like there's no trying. You just relax. And the more you relax, the more effective it is. So, some of my clients that are kind of intense about things, and they're like, I really need to heal, Janet. Well, I get that passion, but you have to click out of that passion mode. You have to just be in a very Zen mode. Well, you don't have to, but it works better. Your healings are more effective. So again, I'm just imagining, and you can do this for yourself if you want. Of course, if you're getting the healing from me right now, you're one of the 100 prepaid participants, you could just relax, have some tea, enjoy. But some people do like to heal themselves at the same time, even though they're getting the healing. So totally whatever you want is fine. But I like to just imagine the energy blocks in the round openings of these chakras and just let the gold light melt them, and just relax about it. And chakra repair is a good thing. We generally always do it in the first healing of the 3 of the triplet set. So the Friday healing today, right now, we're doing chakra repair. But chakra repair is pretty simple. The gold light does all the work. You just, like, if you say this is one of your chakras, right? And so it's a round cylinder, right? There's round openings, and then here's the cylinder part. So what could be damaged? How could it be damaged? Well, maybe it's not like a nice smooth round opening. Maybe it's like there's a chip missing, a piece missing from the round opening. So that's going to make the chakra not function as well. So you just imagine if there are any damaged parts and you heal it. Now you might say, well, Janet, I can't see. How am I supposed to know where there's any ripped parts or missing chunks, Janet? Just use your imagination. Just let the gold light find it. So you don't have to see. Your intention, your goal on a spirit level is I am repairing. I'm sending the gold light to all the round surfaces, the round openings of my chakras, and I'm just letting the gold light repair the chakras. So even if you see all black, no problem. It's like, you could scratch your cheek and you don't have to look in a mirror at the same time. You just know you're doing it, right? I mean, yeah, you can feel it, but you get the point. It's just doing is different than seeing. You don't have to see what you're doing. And we could do composite copy. I'll link a video on that too within a few hours. But you can imagine all your chakras, all the open cylinders, just kind of make these copies. These are just copies, right, out in front of you. So just compact them all into one composite copy. So you're seeing just one open cylinder, right? Round openings, cylinder part. And so you're just seeing one open cylinder, but it represents all your major chakras, all 7 of your astral, all 7 of your physical. So that way it's kind of might be easier. I mean, if you don't think it's easier, don't do it this way, but so then you just send the gold light and wash away any little broken parts, like clean it off. Because once you clean off the surface, then the gold light permeates much better, and then it heals up, grows back faster. And another way that a chakra can get damaged is it can get puncture holes that don't belong there, in the cylinder part. So we could just surround your composite copy, surround the cylinder part with gold light in case there are any little scratches or puncture wounds there, and just let the gold light do your work for you, right? So first the gold light is just washing off any damaged parts, and then once they're nice and washed off, then the gold light can permeate much better and inspire the chakra to grow back. So that caused a lot of releasing, what you just did. So what do we check now? Again, we check grounding, right? So grounding is your connection all the way down to the core of the earth. So we want to double check that, make sure it's still flowing really well, make sure it's still really wide. So otherwise you might get sleepy, you might get cranky, you might get anxious. We don't want that, so we just want to unblock your grounding. And then double check the aura again too. These are the regular auras that I'm doing, the astral body aura and the physical body aura. All right. So the theme of joy, self-love, and self-care. Let's see. We're going to start first with something super easy, blanket exercise. So there is a blanket exercise video, I'll link below within a few hours. But any of my videos, you can just search. It's pretty easy, even on your phone. On the YouTube application app, you could just say Janet Wright blanket exercise, and that'll pull up, well, a bunch of choices, but high up on that list will be my blanket exercise video, which will say blanket exercise in the title, so you'll see it. It's like 12 minutes, 11 minutes long, something like that. So the idea is you make a big old blanket out in front of you and you just dump baggage on the blanket. So let's do that. Let's dump baggage, energy blocks onto that blanket that are in the way of your joy, self-love, and self-care. Okay, so anything blocking your joy, blocking your self-love, blocking your self-care, you taking care of yourself, and just make a big pile or a bunch of piles on your blanket. You don't have to use the blanket if you don't like it, but some people like the blanket part. It's kind of cute. And then you just use cold light and you can melt what's on the blanket. If you feel like it's not melting, you can bring up red earth energy and soak your piles first in the red earth energy and then the gold light. And the more you just remind yourself to let go, the better it works. Oh, it's just helping the participants. It's always cute because the newbies are like, it's not working! And then it's like, ooh, it worked. Okay, let's do another one of those. Yeah. Avoidance, we're gonna sneak that in. This is how, like, I always tell people, like, don't take each theme so seriously. You know, like some people are like, well, these themes aren't exactly what I'm working on, so I can't find a group healing that I'm gonna do this time. You know, just pick one. I mean, or just do all of them, you know, because each one helps pretty much. There's so much related and interrelated stuff. And so, you know, just don't sweat it. But anyway, so let's throw in avoidance, clearing about avoidance, because I think there is a lot of avoidance that comes into play with your joy, because there, and of course, self-care and self-love. And I'm going to read an example first. Okay, the angels picked this one sample person for me to look at and how her avoidance is impacting her joy. And I'm smiling just because, like, I can think of, it's funny. I mean, they pick sample clients because it's a broadly relevant issue. And so anyway, so this one client, she has this guy she's seeing, and she knows this guy is not good for her. I mean, she knows, like, really knows this guy is not good for her. He doesn't, you know, really, it's not a kind and gentle and respectful, supportive relationship at all. It's pretty much the opposite. And so that relationship doesn't bring her joy at all. If anything, it kind of erodes it. And so ideally, you know, if she wasn't avoiding her own joy, she could break up with the guy. I mean, you know, when she feels ready, but you know, she could do that, and then she could sign up for a class of something that she really has been wanting to do, like a pottery class or a poetry writing class or a dance class of some sort, or even just like signing up for like a walking meetup. So like she goes out walking with people every, you know, twice a week or something, you know, like with sneakers and like for exercise, you know, to go for walks. And but she avoids it. She's just stuck in a pattern of kind of knowing what she should do, but definitely not doing it. And it keeps her from much greater levels of joy, right? So it's just an example. But anyway, let's go ahead and clear any energy blocks, and you don't have to know what they are, right? So just anything that's making you avoid greater levels of joy and self-care and self-love. Okay, so whatever baggage, make a new blanket out in front of you, nice gold blanket, and just dump onto it whatever baggage is making you avoid your own increasing of joy. You know, making you avoid self-love, avoid self-care, you know, avoid valuing yourself, and just put the baggage up on the blanket. And you can even say, if you're nervous, like, oh, I don't know if I should clear all this, just say, angels, can you double check my piles? You know, in your mind, just say, angels, can you double check my pile? And your angels will do it. You don't have to see your angels. You didn't have to know before I just said it that you have angels. I mean, you do, but it's okay. It'll work anyway, because your angels can hear you when you say angels and then you say something else. Okay? So everybody's got their piles. Everybody had their angels double check their piles. I'm just laughing because some people are like, I'm still not sure I should do it, even though their angels double checked. So then, you know, I'm not forcing, but you can use gold light and just, you know, if you're ready to melt them, they'll melt. So gold light is very gentle. So just wash out your piles with gold light. You know, your angels wouldn't push you into something you're not ready for. Definitely not. So just lots of gold light and just relax. Maybe wiggle your toes. Feel how that feels. Okay, great. Let's do another one of the avoidance ones, because I think that's always bigger than people realize, because it's very subconscious usually how you're, I mean, sometimes there are things you're conscious and you know, oh yeah, that's avoidance baggage, but other times you don't really even realize that you're avoiding your own joy. I mean, that sounds silly, right? But people actually do that. So go ahead, new blanket, gold blanket out in front of you, dump onto it any baggage that's causing you to avoid greater levels of your own joy, your own happiness, your own self-love, your own self-care. Dump all that baggage out in front of you. Have your angels double check. Say, angels, can you please double check my piles? There you go. And then just gold light and wash out the piles. Just let the piles melt, or gold fire if you want. Burn the piles. All right. I do have at least one video about clear avoidance, so I will link that below within a few hours in case you are interested. All right, let's see what else people need. Uh, we're doing all the good ones. So sometimes, you know, your heart chakra isn't well enough, and so then you need extra healing for your heart chakra. And we may do some of that, but the thing is, what the angels showed me, they showed me a sample person where his heart chakra is fine. You know, he gets these healings, his heart chakra is fine. What it is he has a little too much energy in his seventh chakra about being a victim. And so if it's in your seventh chakra, which is the energy center in the top of your head, it gets interwoven into your sense of who you are, your sense of who you are in this lifetime, your identity. So you can get a victim identity, and it's pretty accidental. I mean, nobody's like, yeah, I want to be a victim, you know? But if you have too much blockages up here, you can get a victim identity. And if you have a victim identity, it's so real to you that people mistreat you and there are terrible people in the world and yada, 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 and everybody's stupid and blah, blah, you know? And you're not open to increasing your own happiness. I mean, yes, there are actually, you know, people in the world that, you know, maybe are less intelligent than you, or, you know, or less compassionate than you, for sure. Even, you know, harming others, you know, all that stuff. Those people do exist. But if you're stuck in a victim identity, you're kind of in a loop with them. And so then you can keep getting victimized and by those people. Whereas there are other people that are not victimizing anybody. And there's nature and beautiful miracles and angels wanting to help you every day. So you don't, ideally, let's not get caught up in that victim loop, right? Let's clear the victim energy from up here so that you can feel the lighter side of life and feel lightness and joy, right? So it's important to clear that out of your seventh chakra, because your seventh chakra, that's the first one you come into every day, kind of sets the tone. So let's do that. So we're going to just heal the seventh chakra, which is the energy center in the top of the head. So you just imagine a nice open cylinder that represents your seventh chakra, the energy center in the top of your head. And you can have your copy represent both your physical seventh chakra and your astral body seventh chakra. Okay, just kind of, they're kind of both fitting in each other. I mean, you could imagine them separate if you want to, but I'm not really in the mood for that. I'm just going to imagine them together. So it's both seventh chakras. And so what we're doing is we're just washing it out with gold light. But you have the intention that you're melting away baggage, but especially baggage that may be accidentally giving you a victim identity. Maybe keeping you in victim patterns. It is funny though, because one time my husband and I were talking with this one guy, and it's like he didn't want to acknowledge that racism exists in the world. He's like, well, I just think if you have a positive attitude, that's really all you need, and people will treat you just fine. You know, but like, he's white, you know, like he has never experienced racism, you know, so there really is real victimization in the world. It really does exist, you know, so it's not all just like you can think it all away, you know. But if you wash out these energy blocks, it strengthens you. So then you're less likely to be oppressed by the darkness and the judgments and the hatred that does really exist in the world. You're more able to manifest something different for yourself. So it's not to say that, you know, it's just all positive thinking, yada yada, and, you know, blame the victim, and, you know, there's no such thing as racism and, you know, sexism and all that. That stuff is real, but you don't want to like internalize the wounds of it and magnify its impact in your life. Does that make sense? So again, what am I doing? I am just, you know, and you can do this if you want on your own seventh chakra. Just imagine a copy out in front of you of both your seventh chakras, your astral and your physical, and you're just melting away clogs. You can even do gold bottle brushes. You know, just imagine like bottle brushes like you would to, you know, clean the inside of something, you know, but they're made out of gold energy, and you can just, so you got your seventh chakra and you just have your gold bottle brushes and you just stick them in there and swoosh them around. Your intention is you're going to get out everything that you need that's healthy and gentle to release, that is creating, and just give the dirty brushes to your angels. Angels, can you take these from me? And then you can do more gold bottle brushes and put them in your seventh chakra and just swoosh them around, and that's just gonna clear out anything that's healthy and gentle for you to release right now from your seventh chakra that has to do with victim identity or being victimized or anything like that. Negative patterns. And just take those bottle brushes out and give them to your angels. Here you go, angels. So again, the theme that we're working on is joy, self-love, self-care, right? So we want you to have an identity that's light enough to be compatible with that. right? Because if your identity is, I'm always exhausted and I just don't have time and money, then the self-care, the joy, it's you're kind of battling with yourself, right? So we want to just wash out any of that victimized identity out of your seventh chakra. It could be that you do literally have problems with exhaustion, but we want to make sure that that's not, you haven't made it your middle name. Like, hi, I'm an exhausted victim. My name is Janet Wright. And as an example of a more positive identity, you know, sometimes I suggest that people think of like, I am a mighty eternal being. You know, you could say it about yourself. I am a mighty eternal being. I am a mighty eternal being. So I think, well, the angels just told me the next two things we're doing. It may be the last two things we're doing in this healing. We'll see. I'm not sure about that part, but anyway, we're going to do some simple, good stuff. One is the Tricolor Earth Energy Soak, and that just is so simple. And that I'll link that video below later within a few hours. And the other one is Call Back, Bring In. And so we're going to help you call back your energy of joy, self-love, self-care, and also bring in new energy of joy, self-love, self-care that maybe you have had trouble bringing in. But now that you cleared all that victim energy up there and the avoidance, you should probably be able to bring in a lot more of your joy, self-love, and self-care. So, okay. Tricolor Earth Energy Soak. Why would we do that right now? It's so simple. We're doing this complex stuff, Janet. Why are you being simple with me? Well, simple is powerful, right? And the Tricolor Earth Energy Soak, it just purges everything. It just helps dislodge things. So it gets you releasing, which is really nice. So it just, you imagine you're grounding and make it any shade of red you want. And then bring up an extra amount of earth energy through that grounding, like as if it's a straw, and just bring it up, and just soak your whole space in the red earth energy all the way up. So you're soaking, you know, your muscles, your bones, everything in the red earth energy, all your organs, your aura, your chakras, everything in red earth energy. And I'm just reminding people it's okay to let go. Because I can really feel like some people, well, I guess everybody has tension that they're just not releasing. So sometimes soaking in that earth energy is just a nice reset. So then go ahead and bring down that red earth energy. So it's just the level maybe of your third chakra. And then go ahead and change your grounding color to be orange, any shade of orange you want. And then use your grounding like a straw and bring up orange earth energy. Up, all the way up to the top of your aura. Bring up orange earth energy, any shade of orange you want, and just soak in that. Soak your body in that, your bones, your chakras, your aura, your teeth. Soak it in the orange earth energy. And bring that down to the level of your third chakra, which is right here where your ribs meet. And change your grounding color to any shade of yellow you want. And use your grounding like a straw, bring up yellow earth energy, up, all the way up from the center of the earth, all the way up to the top of your aura. And I think we're going to leave that up. The angels seem to like that. So if you want, you can change it to a red or yellow, red or orange. But the angels are suggesting that like 99.9% of the participants need to keep it at the yellow for now, so that's fine. That's just an earth energy soak, and it's really harmless. It's like as if you're in a forest. When you're around a lot of big trees, they do that naturally. They bring up a lot of earth energy. And so just by being around the trees, you're basically in an earth energy soak environment. So you could do that with your home. Notice your home feels a little bit more like a forest, you know, nice. Or your cubicle at work, or your car. All right, cool. And then call back, bring in. So I'm just checking everybody out. Yeah, that did really help. I just feel like people relaxed a little more. Let's do, actually, before we do call back, bring in, I have to write it down so later I link the video. But we'll do top creative ring flaps. So you have 3 gold creative rings above your head, 1, 2, 3, and they're a part of your spirit body, so they come in with you, and they stay above your head, and they generate gold, inspiring energy that then gets sent down into your 7th chakra. So it's a very nice thing that they do. You know, it just gives you that little spark of inspiration. Kind of like, you know, those light bulbs that they show above the head, like, I have a new idea. That's a little bit the 7th chakra in the top of the head, but also a little bit the top creative rings. I mean, the 3 gold creative rings. So anyway, I have a video that has top creative ring flaps in the title, and that's the one that is sort of the reference for what I'm about to do. But anyway, you just think of the top one, because there are 3, but 1, 2, 3. But if you fix up the top one, they all get fixed up. Like, even it affects your chakras in a good way too. So that top creative ring, it has flaps. And so the flaps go around the outside, and they're open if the creative ring is kind of irritated. And when you get rid of all the irritations, then the flaps relax and they close flush with the surface of the ring. So it's just this smooth gold ring then, without the flaps sticking out everywhere. So there are 2 things that would irritate that top creative ring, basically people or beings. So people cording down, messing with beings cording down from, you know, somewhere up above, messing with your top creative ring. And remember, you are a mighty being. So these beings are very smaller. They're smaller and less powerful than you. It's just that that's like a place where, you know, they could make a difference. They could kind of irritate you. It's like having a rock in your shoe. You know, that you're bigger than the rock. You're way bigger than the rock. You're more powerful than the rock. But if the rock's in your shoe, that's like, you got to get that rock out, right? So that's pretty much the level we're talking about. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just, you know, that's an irritating spot to have a being trying to mess with you. So you just imagine if there are any beings up there messing with your top creative ring, and even if you can't imagine, you can't see, whatever, just say, angels, can you please recycle any beings that are messing with my top creative ring? That's all you got to say. So again, what you would say is, angels, can you please recycle any beings messing with my top creative ring? And then the people part, right? So you can have people that on a subconscious level are cording into this top creative ring. Why do they do it? Blah, 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 blah. You know, let's give an example. So one client of mine, she broke up with her boyfriend this year, And I think they were on again and off again, but she kicked him out of her condo and everything. And at first she felt lousy, even though like it was totally her decision and she made sure that's what she wanted. But then afterwards she felt so bad and she felt terrible. She's like, my life is so hard. But it was just that he was messing with her space. And when someone's that much in your head and in your space, you feel bad, you know? So it's not that she, as a soul, felt bad about that choice. It's just that his energy was so mushed in with her then because he didn't agree with her decision, let's say. So anyway, so who is courting her top creative ring even right now? Her ex-boyfriend. So it's just an example, but true for her, that he's courting there, you know, trying to brainwash her and change her mind. It's like he goes back and forth between trying to brainwash her and change her mind or just hating on her and being really angry about it. So we don't want that. We want her to be happy, right? We want you to be happy. We want you to have joy, self-love, self-care, right? So just melt the cords. Long story short, melt the cords. So you just imagine cords from people, they just like little lines of light going in. So you just melt away all the lines of light. And you don't have to know who it is, you know, whether it's your ex-boyfriend or your boss or your sister or whatever, you know, who cares? Just melt all the cords, melt them away with gold light. Typically one person will have a pair of cords going in. But again, you don't have to know that. Just melt away all the lines of light going into this top creative ring, which is right here. 1, 2, 3, right there. And some people need a little bit of repair of their creative rings. So we're going to do that too. And that's simple too, because the gold light does it, you know, so you just imagine all 3 of the gold rings and just wash them off with gold light. And they could have little breaks in them. They could have little cracks in them. They could have little scratches. So you just let the gold light heal and repair. And again, you don't have to see, right? You just have your intention be that you're using gold light to repair your all 3 of your creative rings above your head. And if you're cooking or something with your hands are busy, you can just imagine gold suns all around this part of your head, and they're just shining gold light, and that gold light, you just let it repair and heal your creative rings. And we'll do a little unblocking while we're there. Just because you can get energy blocks that are kind of like stacked up here inside the top creative rings, inside the creative rings. So we can unblock those. We can use gold bottle brushes even, because gold bottle brushes are gentle. They're just healing energy, right? So you just swoosh the gold bottle brushes around the inside of your creative rings and take them out and give them to your angels and more gold bottle brushes. And again, the intention is they're just going to clean out the area, get rid of maybe some beings if you have 1 or 2 beings, or just some energy blocks in here, and just let those beings or energy blocks stick to the bottle brushes, and then you take them out and give them to your angels. And you can have the gold bottle brushes go around the outside of the creative rings also to get anything that you need to release around the outside of them. And again, give those to your angels. So now your creative rings are repaired, they're unblocked, and the flaps are, for almost everybody, are nice and closed. I'm just helping like about 4 people that still need a little bit of help. There we go. Okay, great. Yay. All right, so then we can call back and bring in. That's the video title. So you can search Janet Wright Callback Bring In, but I'll link it below too within a few hours. But we're going to call back joy, self-love, and self-care energy. that you have yeah, let's call back first. Yeah, so it could be that your self-care energy, maybe you gave it to somebody else that you were concerned about. I'm just looking at a sample person, seeing what's up with her joy and self-love and self-care. Oh. Also, there are unkind people in the world, people that are imbalanced in a certain way that causes them to take energy. And so the sample person, she's a newbie, and the angels had me look at what happened to her joy and self-love and self-care energy. And somebody that is very resentful of her and jealous of her actually was able to take some of her energy because she needed aura repair that day. And so it was easy to steal energy from her. So we're going to call it back. And that's easy. And it's very nice. You're not harming the other person. You're not going into their space. You're not getting into any kind of drama with them. You're just taking back your energy, and it's very easy and safe because all you're doing is making a gold 3D object that acts like a magnet, just calling back your life force. So super clean, easy, safe, all good stuff, right? So just you could make a big gold sun or a gold box or a gold pyramid, whatever you think is cool, and just have it expand as it's calling back your energy. And you can have it call back all your energy, but especially joy, self-love, self-care. So from, whoever took it, or maybe you left it in your childhood, or, a great day that you had in the past, and just let it all come back to your gold object and then shine it on yourself. The gold object is going to clean off your energy, and then you just receive it again. So I'm going to help everybody that needed help with that. Plenty of people just did it, but newbies sometimes need extra help. So you just make your gold object, and then you use it like a magnet, and just relax. Let your magnet do the work. Just relax. Feel your skin. Just let your toes wiggle. There you go. There you go. Just relax. Keep breathing. The more you relax, the more it's going to work. And then you just let the gold light of that object clean off your energy and just give it back to yourself. So nice. Okay, and then bringing in your energy. And you can call back your energy whenever you want. So like, say you have a job where you're meeting with a lot of different people, you could call back your energy at the end of each appointment, at the end of a work week, at the end of a work day, whatever you want. I think over time, you'll probably learn to not give it away so much also by doing this. But like for that sample client, she didn't give it to this other person. That person took it from her because her aura was all ripped up one day, and so it was easy. So maybe what that person could learn is just to repair her aura regularly so that she's not such an open buffet table for everybody. Okay, so let's bring in a new energy of yours that has to do with joy, self-love, and self-care. Okay? So you can just imagine like rainbow-colored clouds above you that are your energy. That you just haven't brought in yet, of joy, self-love, and self-care. And don't worry about what color of the rainbow they are, and just run gold light through them so that they can come in to your energy field. It's your energy, right? We're looking for like gold balls of energy, or not gold, rainbow colored balls of energy that are your joy, self-love, and self-care energy. And I'll just bring that in. And while we're at it, you can bring in any of your new energy that you haven't been able to bring in yet. Just, see it up above you like colored clouds, rainbow colored clouds. There might be a patch of red energy that's your energy. So you can just run gold light through that. So that comes in, and then maybe there's some purple, which, could be some of your confidence that you need to bring in that you haven't brought in yet. So you just run gold light through that. So that just automatically comes in. Positive change energy. So you don't have to really micromanage it, but, especially joy, self-love, self-care, right? Want to be open to more joy, more of your own joy energy. All right, cool. So we are going to do more body healing. We didn't actually overtly do physical body healing in this healing, but we will have plenty of time in the Sunday and the Tuesday healing. And also the Wei Qi aura, the repair and healing of Wei Qi auras really does help the body a lot, the physical body a lot. So that's good. So just to wrap up this healing, go ahead and ask your angels for a healing and a blessing. And they'll know to heal your joy and self-love and self-care also. So just say, angels, can I please have a healing and a blessing? Okay, so now I'm just gonna wave goodbye to everybody, all the 100 participants, whether or not they're watching live. So bye, thank you, good job, everybody. I love that part. Okay, so if you want, you can just yeah, we don't really have a big time for chat right now because I want to do the demo of the repair and healing and clearing of the Wei Qi auras. And I'll explain what that is in that live stream. The reason I'm not doing it right now is because these videos are so long, and I want the Wei Qi auras repair and healing video to be, a little video, so that and just about that, just about that healing technique. So, and it's all levels. Like if you're not motivated to learn it, you don't have to learn it. Please don't feel like, because sometimes, if somebody just wants a healing, they're just exhausted, they want a healing, that's fine. You can get these healings. You don't yet have to learn all this stuff. I mean, I do specialize in helping people who ultimately want to learn how to heal themselves as well. But, the beauty of this is that Wei Qi Auras reference video will be there now on YouTube once we make it today, so that it'll be a reference for whenever you do get your motivation. But it's just as easy as aura healing, really, except maybe slightly more cool even. So anyone can do it. So I'm just going to really quickly catch up on the chats, and then I'll log off and I will take a restroom break, and I will start the demo video for Wei Qi auras. Okay, so catching up. Hello, hello. See, this is great. We have hellos from the US and the UK and South Korea and Germany, and I think we have Germany. I think she's UK. Some people, they use, fake names, so then I'm trying to figure out, okay, is that fake name person this or that person? But anyway, we have viewers from everywhere, that's the point. Okay, well, oh, somebody does say, I feel so much better. Good, I'm glad, thank you. Yeah, if you did want to have any quick comment about how you feel right now before we log off, that would be interesting. Let's see, I'm going to say how I feel after the healing. These days I give myself the healing at the same time that I'm giving you guys the healing. So I said I feel more calm and centered. but there is a delay, so I don't know if people are going to respond in time, but we'll see. See if we get any other feedback before I have to log off. I feel sleepy, but also really good. Let's see this. Yeah, your third is a little tight. Just unblock your third chakra in the front so that it generates more energy. So you can open up, generate more. I feel a lot better, feeling more complete. Yay! I feel more whole. Nice, thank you. Yeah, and sometimes like the fake names, I don't know all of them. So if you want me to know who you are and you have, you know, a creative name that protects your privacy, which I fully support, just email me, you know, janet@janetwrightreadings.com and say, hey, on YouTube, this is blah, I am blah, 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 but in real life, this is my first and last name, you know, so that way I can learn what your secret name on YouTube is. Okay, cool. You guys are awesome. So I love you. And oh, if you want, you can put the number if you noticed how many viewers there were, because I can't see that from my interface, and I'm always kind of curious about that. It says at one point there were 25 viewers, but I don't know how many there are right now. So if you want, you can put that number. That's kind of cool. But then we can all take a restroom break, and if you want, you can come back and, oh, someone else says I feel more centered, maybe slightly better. I might not be as present. I think you're present. I think it's just you have somebody a little in your space, a family member. So just kind of maybe do a tricolor soak and kind of knock them out. You know, red earth energy, orange earth energy, yellow earth energy. This is, yeah. You're a little like someone's kind of in your face. I don't think they mean harm or anything, but you know, just kind of wash them out so that it's just you. 19 viewers, 19 right now, 21. Okay, cool. So thank you, everybody. So totally optional, but if you did want to join me, I will be logging off of this one, and I will make that as soon as my little fingers can do it. So then you'll see it, and I'll schedule it for maybe 8 minutes from now. So then we have time to go to the bathroom. Maybe I'll have time to take my dogs out. We'll see. And then we can start the demo explanation video about Wei Qi aura healing and repair for anybody that's interested. Okay, and that will be saved as a video. So, you know, if you don't have time right now, that's fine. You can watch it later. If I have obsessive or recurring thoughts from family or others, is that beings are just cords? If you have obsessive or recurring thoughts, beings or others, beings or cords, it could be either. It could be either. It could be beings or cords. You just check if you have some unpleasant situation like that, you know, like a compulsive desire to eat or drink alcohol or something, you know, just recenter. Just, you know, do all your basics again. Get your grounding nice and wide and unblock. Chances are your grounding is blocked when that's happening. So unblock your grounding, get it nice and wide. Chances are that top creative ring flaps, those are too open. So get that all nice. And maybe even your telepathic mesh area, that could be nice to, or maybe a quick and easy one would be the sticky gold wax. I'll link that below later. Because that's so easy. You know, you just do gold wax, get rid of all the cords. You know, but your grounding is also blocked when that happens. So unblock your grounding for sure. And then do sticky gold wax and you're good. Okay, all right. So love you guys. If you want, you can join me soon. And I'm going to be making the event right now. So you'll be able to see it within a few minutes on my channel as an upcoming event happening in minutes. Yeah, and it's Wei Qi auras, repair and healing and clearing. That's what it'll be. But you'll see it. Okay.